Hello and welcome to the bright lights and the happy atmosphere of the Hammersmiths Inn in Denise, scene of our level 6 episode of A Shift in Time. Hope you're having a good day, and if you're not, maybe this will give you a smile. I was hoping to show Irestone Inlet for this episode, and I went ahead and completed the quest reasonably well, then realised I'd forgotten one of the crew members, spent a good 5-10 minutes running round looking for which one I'd forgotten before I decided to cut my losses and not post that particular one because it would have been, well, sleep inducing for most of you and proper egg on face moment for me. I could and should have kept it to myself, but oh well. On a more positive note, I'm glad to see they've done the update today. The Night Revels is running. At the time you see this, it'll have long since finished, I think. But I was tired, and I'm sure plenty of others were too, of seeing those perished ingredients being attempted to be sold by scammers on the marketplace. So nice that those are now bound to account, so we don't have to put up with that. And yes, I was one of the unfortunate sods who got caught out by that in the past. Okay, no changes to gear at all, but I did pick up the Quicken feat for level 6, so we have our 3 spell-like abilities fully meted with the Quicken as well, and we've just got the non-spell-like Core Lightning. DCs wise, we are in the mid 30s, aren't we? So in Reaper, that Howl is going to be approaching 40. I guess that's peanuts, isn't it, for any Dragon Lords out there? They'll probably be in the 50s by level 10. But for anybody else, mid 30s in low heroic is pretty damn good, so I'm not complaining at all at that. Spell wise, we picked up Cure Moderate. I'm still going to be leaning on the potions of Cure Serious just to conserve mana. And what else did we pick up? Nothing to write home about, I don't think. I could have had Salt Ray at level 3. Salt Ray is an excellent spell. I used it extensively at the cap last time Fulls was at the cap. Mostly for crowd control. The double range is very nice on it, and the speedy cast too. Even without Quicken, it's very very fast to cast. It stuns a wide variety of targets, just not Reapers, unfortunately. I suppose one reason for not taking it now is we have a very nice crowd control luxury in this Howl of Terror anyway. I always like to start the depths chain with the Depths of Despair, because that means you can just chain them all together underground and not having to bother coming up and messing about. So, being as I can't show you Irestone, we're going to go instead with a quick run through this depths chain, and then hopefully the 4 quests in Kundarak for the banking favour. Being as I expect this character to spend a very long time at the cap now, I want him to have the most space possible. Now then, slime, do we have to actually engage that? I think the answer's no. Okay. Oh, we might have to engage that one behind us, or can we just leave it? We'll leave it, see what happens. Worst it can do is follow us, I guess. Carnage Reaper, get the Creeping Cold going. Lightning, boom, yes. Lovely. Oh, that looked like a mini boss. The slime did follow us and brought friends, oh lord. I am pretty sure we can't crowd control this, can we? So we're going to have to just use our AoE without crowd controlling anything and hope for the best. Worked pretty well, didn't it? And to mop up there's lightning. Baby spider, don't hurt us. Can we collect the soul? Yep. Now where are we? Am I completely lost after all that? I think we're going okay. Yeah, this core lightning is rocking and rolling now for us, isn't it? I think spot is a wisdom skill, isn't it? So maybe that's because I haven't put anything into spot, but yeah, wisdom, so it's reasonably high anyway. That's why we're able to see the outlines of those. Oh wow, instant deletion of the boss. Take that. Lovely. Am I able to quicken the... it'd be very expensive. Can I quicken? Yes, we can quicken the Howl of Terror if we wanted to. I think it would be a bit extravagant to do so, so I won't do it for now, but I'll keep that in mind.
It is oppressively dark.
Right.
Seen for a few flickering torches that might provide enough light to fight properly.
I think this might be a howl job. Come on. Thank you. I've been really lucky with those cards of curse cleansing. Sold a couple of them now, that's why I've got a very handsome shards total there. Absolutely delighted at that, until I saw somebody today, another YouTuber, with like 30 odd thousand of these, and I'm thinking, oh, okay. Get the Necromancer. I'm leaving the chest, I don't want to face all the legions that pop up. I'm going to try and run away from all the stuff behind me. If I keep running and don't turn around, maybe I could pretend like it's not there. I don't even know why I bothered casting that. It's so little with the Reaper nerf. They like their ray of enfeeblement, don't they? If we just hide behind this throne, we should be able to open the chest without being molested, using the throne as cover. And if I just waited till the end of the quest, that enfeeblement thing would have gone anyway, so I've just wasted a potion for nothing there. If we had enough skill points, I would probably put some into spot, but I don't think we're going to have enough. We only had 6 intelligence to start with. I didn't put any extra in there. It's debatable whether maybe I should have done. I think a normal caster would have done, but because of my focus on evasion with the build, I decided not to. It could well have been a mistake. Oh, go away. It's because I'm using spikes, isn't it? They're multiplying. But the electric does the same, so I don't quite know what to do against them. Reflex save? Surely not. Now, trolls don't like fire, do they? Oh we've got wolves behind us. Okay, I think it's time for a shout. That was silly because now I'm having to balance on this waterfall. Got the job done. A nice bit of parkour mid-quest. Okay. They're all going to surround us here now. Can we freeze these things? I doubt it very much. No, all immune. The potions of cure series are still doing alright for us. Granted, this character is cheating again with the healing amp. He's got quite a substantial amount of healing amp from past lives. What do you get? You get 30 for the 3 paladin lives and another 15 for the sacred fist ones, which he does have. Oh, that's interesting. So those can be paralyzed by the... Yeah, it seems like elementals, because we got the water ones in the past, didn't we? Elementals can be hit by the Howl of Terror. Interesting. I mean, further down the road we'll be using greater colour spray for that anyway, so I suppose it's a bit of a moot point, but at this stage it's good to know. In fact, we've leaned pretty heavily on that thing, haven't we, to keep us out of trouble in these early stages. I suspect we won't persist in using it, you know, in the later stages when we reach the cap. I suspect we'll be going with our staple crowd control, which will be the burst of glacial coupled with the Fey Illusions greater colour spray. Nothing particularly new there, is there? Oh, I tried to... That's answered another question. I tried to boost through him and I couldn't. So you can't actually use those wings to go through people as you might do the Warlock's Misty Step, the Sonic Warlock Misty Step, for instance, would be able to pass through people. We can pass through traps though. Or over them. Oh, hello. Throw everything in. Oh, 3 chests for the price of 1. I like it. I think we're building up a nice collection of these keys already. So yeah, as I mentioned before, don't worry about farming the things unless you really want a massive amount of keys. Between the auction house later on and just doing regular questing, I'm sure that's plenty enough. Of course, this advice will come way too late for anybody to benefit from it, because the event will be long over. One of the slight downfalls of not being able to, I suppose, of recording in advance and not being able to release the things at the most relevant time. I just have to settle for recording when I have the time to do so. Right, well, I think that was a fairly successful venture. I was left thinking there must be one more to do. In fact, I still think there might have been one more that we missed there at the end. We'll find out here, because we'll see how many ticks we get in the tavern. There should be 4 ticks here. Yeah? No, they just went by in a bit of a blur. Okay, let's get to Kundarak. See what mischief we can get into there. I'd like to check the scrolls and the potions just in case there's a Radiant Force Field one. If you didn't know, you can sell those for shards on the shard exchange. People who are pushing the difficulties like to have stocks of those. And people like me who are not pushing the difficulties like to profit from the sale. Okay, Kundarak. Where is Kundarak? It's across here. I'm lost without my teleport scrolls, which will be arriving at level 7, but our UMD is not very great, is it? So I don't think we'll be able to make use of them at that point. I could transfer the Royal Guard mask from another character. Something else that will be arriving at 7 is our first really half decent AoE in the form of the Flame Strike. I'm still not sure. Let's find out while we're on. I know half of it is fire, but I know it's only half. The other half is a bit of a grey area to me. Let's have a look. So, fire, Bane damage. Now what's untyped? Cannot be reduced by DR, so that's nice, or elemental resistance or anything else. These are unaffected by force damage enhancements. I don't know. The wiki seems to contradict itself. It suggests that Bane is not affected by force spell power, and then it says at the bottom, force spell power increases the damage of this spell. So I'm thinking, if we equip something with both fire and force spell power and crit, that could go quite well for the Flame Strike. I'm thinking of the powder packed barrel from the Dino area for that. I don't know whether we'll have too much other stuff at 7, if anything, to equip. It's very slapdash, this. Full spends the vast majority of his time at the cap these days, so he really doesn't have much of anything in the way of leveling gear, I'm afraid. But that barrel, given what we plan to be trying to do, and maybe we switch back into summer to boost the fire side of things as well, that might be an idea. Cold resist for this one. Let's try a fire shield hot as well, because these mephits can be quite nasty, can't they? I'm getting a little bit better, I think, with this shifting rage thing, not letting it run out all the time. Okay, down. No? Yep.
You're struck by the familiar aromas of pungent mushrooms and
even more pungent trolls. So the troll, oh, there's a Skyborn again. I need to do some research there. Need to know what their weakness is. I'm thinking shout. And again, go on. Oh, don't do that. Oh, something that doesn't split. Oh, now the ochre jelly does take damage from... Oh, is it... Does it take damage from cold? Yes, from fire and cold he does. It's the ooze, the grey ooze, that doesn't. Noted for future reference. That was a nice shot. Needed to be. He was a boss. The fire thing didn't work because I didn't have him tab targeted. Again. Oh, do you know, I can zoom in there, stun and get rid of the Reaper, and I can't pull the lever afterwards, so I still end up looking a muppet. While you're dying quietly, let's just pick up our chest. Oi, don't touch us. Oh, what's going on here? Was there a lever I missed up here? Do you know, I'm that busy gloating in the death of the elementals, I'm not doing the quest right.
This underground storehouse is indescribable. What trollish habits could have created such a startling bouquet of smells?
That one might not die because ice, so the creeping cold won't do too much to him, I bet. No, he survived, the beggar. He survived. That'll teach me to be cavalier, won't it?
All the trolls have been slain.
Okay. Ah, while we are here, let's restock our heroism potions. This guild vendor here in Kundarak has some potions that you can only get from here. I think the heroism, maybe the rage as well, and possibly haste too. I think maybe only available from here or select other places, certainly not widely available. The thing to remember though about these particular ones is they don't stack with potions from other places, because these are not, these are, can you see they're bound to character on acquire, whereas the standard ones like from the centre of the marketplace are passable. So if somebody is in a quest and stuck for like remove curse things, you're able to pass them. So generally speaking, it's not a great idea to get them from here. But in this case, I would like these heroism ones, so I'm going to do it anyway. Why have I just done that? Do you know? why not wait until you're in the quest before wasting a potion? All that half decent advice and then I go and ruin it by doing that. I've got a hard-earned reputation to maintain here. It takes practice and dedication, you know, to reach this level of ineptitude. Shall we go for the old lightning one too? Oh, except there was a third one there that we didn't see. Okay. Oh, well done. Well done. Oh, I get better. Winter Wolf. The clue's in the appearance. Winter Wolf. What does he do? Greater creeping cold. Wah, 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 wah. Oh dear. In my defence, I think it was the only one of the four that was not on cooldown at that time, but it's a very slender defence. I think there's another winter wolf here now. We've had the preparation. We should have saved the flame for him. 2 winter wolves. Let's do the raw. Oh, one of them didn't get held. So that was another shambles. Right, come on, this time. Yes, we got the flame in there. Okay, now can I just boost through there? Let's find out. We can. So handy, that little wing thing. For those of you who might have missed the episode where I discussed it, those wings, it's the Chaos Mancer past lives, so you can have up to 3 of them on any character, and it gets better too, because it doesn't even put your iconic toggle, in my case the Deep Gnome one, on cooldown like the Purple Dragon sprint boost for instance would. See, if I toggle that now, this Deep Gnome thing's on the minute's cooldown, but these little wing boosts from the Chaos Mancer don't do that, so all the more reason to have them. That and the 18 stacking universal spell power they've given us. Oh god, come on, don't do this. I think we've got another one down there somewhere, haven't we? If you're just about to run out of rage or shift, it's nice to just cancel it manually and redo it rather than risk forgetting about it, as I invariably do. We've got a fire shield cold on already, which is great for this little section. because we're going to get hammered by flame damage, especially if I get this wrong and end up too long on the central section here. Killing the thing in the middle will finish the whole lot. I thought I'd hit him with a greater creeping cold, but it didn't seem to be doing anything. Right. Yes, his favourite quest when he gets to the cap is that one in the gatekeeper chain with all the fire methods. He's threatened to do that on Reaper 10 before. I think that's just about the only one I am ever going to complete on that level. Right, now this is the one where you don't break the boxes in the middle of the quest, isn't it? And there's a trap there, yes, well remembered. I normally always fall into that. And there's another trap coming here, isn't there? Just across from us, so we're going to need 2 wings here, aren't we? Lovely. It's a quite nasty trap as well. It can be timed and jumped over. It totally can be, but it's a bit tricky. So to be able to trivialise it like that is beyond nice. Oh, of course I go and cock it up like that and have to jump over it anyway. Now he's going to need attention, isn't he? And the rest of it I think we're going to invis and just get the hell out of here. These boxes, if you break them, a load more stuff appears from every box, so this section I just run through, and then when we get to here I'll start to engage the stuff again. Got a couple of nasties in here, don't we? Well, that's not good. Several. Now these vases spawn zombies, I think, when they are hit. So leave all that alone. 2 things in here. Right, this one we're just going to repeat what we did before, I think. Just sprint down there. Again, all the boxes I think spawn, is it jellies and things, just things that we don't really want to be. There's a trap down here. Come on, shout. That'll do. Little chest tucked away up here, I think. Okay, I think we've 1 to go, haven't we? I think this one can be quite tricky in the rooms with the traps, but there is a place in the corner to stand which can keep you safe if you don't have a means to disable the traps.
The silence hanging in the chilled air of this compound is broken only by the unearthly groans of the close forgotten sacrifices.
So the trap box would be there if we had a means to disable, and if we stand here, oh hello, if we stand here when we pull the lever we don't get hit by all the stuff coming out from these okay, I should have done the creeping cold first on him. That fully meted SLA is really hurting, isn't it?
Rushes at you, gesturing madly with his hand.
I think we've got somebody down here that needs dealing with. Skyborn! Right, and we're going to do this now while we're in the middle of the quest. I'm sick of this. We're going to find out what your weakness is, pal, because I am damned if we're carrying on like this. Monster champion, right, okay. Yes, it's discussing the infamous red crowns. Now, where is the Skyborn? Why doesn't it show me the... Oh, Skyborn, lightning, damage resist, and he has freedom of movement as well. That's not good either. Vulnerability to acid. Oh, well, that's a fat lot of good to us, isn't it? No wonder we're struggling against them. Okay, so we're very good against Stone Guard with our electric, but against Skyborn we're crappy. Okay, I guess there's always one type of opponent that you're going to struggle against regardless of your setup. So let's get the creeping cold in first. Oh, lovely. Wow, Fear Reaper, boom. That's really beginning to hurt. That's one of the ones that would have a 10 boosted casting level, isn't it? If we took the Master of Wilds. I have to admit, with the relatively short cooldown it's on, I would be... Well, it would be an extremely short cooldown, like 2 seconds, isn't it, with the normal version of the spell. And when we get to the cap, we can do quite a bit meta-wise, almost for free. The way I'll have it set up, I think we're going to be able to do maximise enlarge, quicken will be lower, but not virtually free. Maximise, intensify and enlarge are going to be either free or very close to it with the equipment and enhancements we'll be taking. So a boosted up version of that thing would be very tasty against single targets, assuming they are vulnerable, of course, to it. And I think we can make we have does the mantle of the icy soul make them vulnerable? The cold druid gets the mantle of icy soul, water elemental. When you're cold, I know it's only cold spell, but you also get quench, don't you? We have quench on our gear at the cap. I thought the quench bottled. It's on this bottled rainstorm thing. Quenched. Yeah, your cold and lightning spells apply the debuff portion of quench with no save. And what is the debuff? Minus 20 penalty to cold and electric resistance. Ah, so if they are immune, they won't suddenly become vulnerable. Okay, so we can't make things vulnerable to electric. That's unfortunate. And now, of course, I've completely lost where I was in the quest. Let's go. I think we've finished here, haven't we? We just need to... Oh God, I cast that on the wrong one. That's more like it. Is he still there? Yes, he's still there. Okay. Probably do better to keep my attention on the here and now rather than thinking about the cap and floundering in the current quest. I don't think we did too bad there anyway. We were managing handily without hirelings, which is already a vast improvement. Okay, I think that about does it for today. So next time around we're looking forward to the Flame Strike AoE and a bit of a change round, at least one new item of gear, and I hope to see you there. Thanks very much as always for looking, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.